Hi, good afternoon. This is my presentation about the different courts and what types of evidence is found there and what do you need. So first of all, the federal court, of course, is the one I started with because it's the highest. For the most part, federal courts, they only hear cases in which the United States is one of the sides, one of the parties, and in cases involving violations of the Constitution or specific federal laws, in cases between citizens of different states, in some special kinds of cases, such as bankruptcy cases, patent cases, and other things like that. The burden of proof that is required for these cases is the innocent until proven guilty, and that's without a reasonable doubt. State court, of course, is it's a type of general jurisdiction. They hear all the cases, not specifically selected for federal courts, but they just kind of get kicked down to the state courts. Just as the federal court interprets federal laws, states also have their own specific laws, and they can interpret them the way they want to. This means that the burden of proof, it's a little bit different than federal courts, but to be convicted, of course, the evidence has to prove guilty without a reasonable doubt. Very similar to like what the federal court is. But this is where the local and city courts kind of kicks in, and this is what I didn't realize. So the local and kind of civil court deals with civil claims up to $100,000, deals with criminal matters, offenses. More serious offenses are usually kicked up to the district, Supreme Court, stuff like that, after a committal hearing in the local court. The plaintiff has the burden of proving the case. This is the interesting part, but only has to prove more than 50% showing the type of direction that the evidence is pointing. So, of course, there's a ton of evidence that can be provided, but just as long as they can compile enough evidence to kind of prove their point more than 50% in a specific direction, then that's how they can either convict or win their hearing. And that's about it. Just a kind of summary of the courts is what I added. Small claims courts, of course, if it doesn't get settled out there, it could just start working its way up all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court, of course, and stuff like that. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation.